Hey guys, and welcome back to Witches of the Moon. This particular video is about crystals and stones. Now, of course, crystals and stones are found inside the earth, and with that, the earth starting to be mined and all these other stuff, they found out a long time ago that certain crystals have certain energies. Now, I am summarizing, seriously summarizing, remember that, so listen to all the other videos, watch all the other videos, and also, study them for yourself. But with that, they found out that they have certain energies, and these certain energies are good for certain things. So, coming out to today, what do we use crystals and stones for? Well, you can use crystals and stones for a lot of stuff. One obvious thing is decorations. Crystals are beautiful. You can just use them as decoration. Come on. Who doesn't want this big, beautiful piece of spirit quartz sitting in their house? And, with certain crystals, some will help clear the energy, some will bring the vibration to, or align the vibration to where you want it to be. So basically they do that. They help you with clearing you mentally and spiritually. A lot of times we find problems that we go to the doctors for, and I'm going to always say if there's something physically wrong with you, go to the doctors, get checked out. None of us here are doctors that I know of. None of us here are herbalists that I know of. We do not prescribe medications. We're not telling you anything to do. We're just saying what works for us. Got to put that disclaimer out there first. But when we find ourselves, just there's nothing wrong with us physically, but there's something wrong with us. It's something still down. Normally, a stone will help you with that issue. So, I will say the one time I kept getting shooting pains in my arm, and I didn't know what it was. And turns out it was nothing sprayed, it was nothing physical. So I went to my stones and I used these are magnetic hematite. As you see, they are magnets, and one side connects, the other side doesn't. And with the magnets, I was able to put it on my arm, wrap it around with a yellow cloth, because I worked with it in conjunction with color therapy too. And within like 5 minutes, my arm was feeling better. But there's so many different things to use it. For those who do spell work, different types of candle holders and different types of stones are perfect. Like this one is a selenite candle holder. And it's great for, selenite is great for just giving an extra oomph, an extra boost, like a power boost to any spell work that you're doing, any craft work that you're doing. But that's another way that you can use it. For us females, always, one great one is yoni eggs. Now, I will say with yoni eggs, make sure you know where you're getting them from, because sometimes, depending on the stone, if the stone is not considered a hard stone, because each stones have their own hardness level, like selenite has a low hardness level, while certain things like amethyst and clear quartz have a higher one. If it's a low hardness level of the stone, which basically means how hard the stone is, if it's a low level one, then they will coat it in some type of resin, some type of wax, and you do not want to insert that into your vagina. So you have to make sure you know where you're getting it from, and also know the hardness of the stone. So even if that person that you're buying from, even though they should be certified in stones, it should be, I don't believe in certification because that's just whatever, but they should be very knowledgeable in their stones. They may not know that this stone was encased in wax. So I'm not saying this stone right here, but they may not know. So you can always tell by the hardness of the stone whether or not it's going to be encased in wax. Normally a hardness of like 5 or lower, or 4 or something like that, you best to believe more than likely it's going to have wax around it, because they want to keep it in this form without getting chipped. So with yoni eggs, what you do is you insert them inside you. Again, make sure they're not toxic. Do your research. Make sure you're always doing research to stay in your healthiest state. And you insert them, and they give you meditate with them inside of you. You do Kegels with them inside of you. Those are for females. Guys, I'm not sure what you would do with them. But another way is skulls. Working with skulls. Basically, a skull is considered the representation of something that holds a consciousness. So this skull right here is a unakite. Unakite is good for fertility and for manifestation and nurturing. So with it being a skull form, it helps with the consciousness of fertility. Always being conscious of knowing that your mind, your lands, your consciousness, your subconscious, your spirit is always fertile. That's just with this one. And it helps you to realize, with knowing fertility, it helps you realize new ideas. and new ways of doing things and stuff like that. So that's just, you know, with skulls, it deals with consciousness, so it helps with connecting to the spiritual realm. All of them really, on some level, connect to a spiritual realm. You can also deal with stones in symbology. Like this one is the Tree of Life, but it's rose quartz Tree of Life, and so it's considered a love tree. And that can help in symbolizing the growth of love. Tree always symbol life. Also, I have this clear quartz Ganesh. Can y'all see that? Where is it? There you go. I have a clear quartz Ganesh, and pull it back so you can see my finger better than you can see this. And you know, for Ganesh, that's for basically overall everything is Ganesh. But that helps with symbology when you're doing ritual stuff, meditations, prayers, all that. Also, you can use jewelry. This is a quartz necklace. I hate necklaces. You'll never really see me wearing a necklace around my neck. So what I do is wrap this as a bracelet, and you'll see me, I have a bunch of these, so you'll see me wearing these as bracelets in different videos. And this just helps to, citrine helps with energy. Citrine is also a good marketplace stone to help make better decisions when you're shopping, to help bring you better deals. It's very good for business, so you know, different stones do different things, and also different shapes are for different things. Also, you know, when you're doing rune work, you can also get the runes in crystal form. I have the runes in a couple of different crystals. I have amethyst, I have carnelian, I have, of course, clear quartz, and I want to say black tourmaline, or maybe onyx. I think it's onyx, that the other one that I have a few of them. But they all give me different information based on what I'm asking about. Also, they have different types of looking stones, and these are for meditation. Basically, it's just a focal point for your physical body to focus on, so that your conscious mind is given something to do, while your subconscious mind is able to communicate with the spiritual realm. Also, this one is one of my favorite ones. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but for those of you who can kind of figure out what that is a vagina. Yes, it is. Actually, I had it upside down. Did I? Yeah. This is, yeah, had it upside down. It's this way. This is a yoni. And for those of you who are into tantra, into sex magic, this works as sex magic symbolism. So for those of you who are single or who want to get into it but don't really feel comfortable going into it with a partner, you can buy the stones in the shapes of the genitals and just place one on top of the other. You don't have to do the whole act and push them together. I have a clear quartz penis around here somewhere, but you don't have to do the whole act to push them together. You can just lay one on top of the other and then just visualize the sexual act, and it'll help with doing your sex magic. Also, another way to stone is, this is one of my favorite stones. This is a jade money coin. And it's meant to bring good luck and, again, keep you in favor with all things that deal with finances and prosperity and wealth. So I hope this video wasn't too long of a ramble, but crystals and stones come in all different forms. I have earrings, I have rings, I have pendulums. As you can see, I have all these other different shapes. They come in different shapes. When you go for a crystal, find the one that vibrates with you. Don't necessarily go for the prettiest one, or unless you're just using it for decoration, that's totally fine. But if you want it for a purpose, or if you want to see if your energy is being called to that, when you go to the store to get a crystal, you know, allow yourself to feel the energy. Just hold your hand over it and you'll feel some type of energy from the stone. And the one you feel energy from is the one you're meant to have. If you're ordering online, pay attention to which stone you're staring at the most. Not necessarily the reading when you're just looking at them online. Pay attention to which stone you're staring at the most, and that'll be the one. And then go ahead and read what it is, and that'll be the one that you need. Now, you can't go that deep to energy, but allow yourself and trust yourself enough to know that you sent that energy out there. Once you place that order, that the right stone will be sent to you, for you. I never like to deal in fear factor mode, because obviously if you think about fear, you're going to bring fear. But if you think about prosperity, then that's what's going to come, because it's all out there. I believe that's it for this video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Oh, before I forget, also, you can use stones, which I don't have here, but where is it? They come in like wine wand forms. I can't talk today. They come in wand forms, and you can use those when you're doing Reiki, dealing with energy, when you're doing just boosting the chakras, clearing the chakras, clearing negativity. One of the things that I love to do, that I've said in one of my videos on my channel way back, is that I love to give my children, when they haven't been outside in a while to get that fresh air for whatever reason, I give them smoky quartz to hold. And just by them sitting there, have them sit there and hold smoky quartz, all that negative energy comes and goes into the smoky quartz, and you can actually see the quartz turning color. It's really cool. And from that, I either cleanse the quartz or I give it back to nature and go buy new smoky quartz. We go through a lot of smoky quartz in this house, and that helps with just their overall happiness, their behavior. It's also a form of teaching them how to discipline themselves so they can feel when they're out of alignment. You can use, so smoky quartz is one that I use to clear the area with whenever. Just walk through holding the stone and just leave the stone in the middle of on the table during the night when everybody's asleep, and see what energy it naturally absorbs and how much. Other than that, I know I'm probably forgetting stuff. Cleaning the stones is just as simple as some people put them in a type of singing bowls and let the sound and vibration clean the stones. I have done where I've put them in a bowl of brown rice. That has worked. I have done them when I set them in some salt water. Now, every stone cannot go in salt water. Selenite cannot go in salt water, as well as a couple other stones that I have that I can see them in my brain, but I can't think of the name. But every stone can't go in salt water. But what you can do is put them out in the moonlight. I say the moonlight because the moonlight is more gentle than the sun, and this helps cleanse them and recharge them. And you also get deep into the different types of the different moon energies, what zodiac sign they're currently under, what alignments are in the sky, and lay them out under those alignments, and it really does charge the stones with energy, and you can feel them months, weeks. I have 2 stones that I charged during Grand Cross about 2 years back now, and I'm still feeling the energy from that. So there's so many different things, so many different ways to work with them. I suggest you just go out there and play around. I mean, some of them does not have to be expensive, depending on your area. You can find some online for great deals. Some of them are a little bit more expensive, especially when you get into ones that you want to put on display, because they have to have a certain clarity, a certain cut, so they can get a little more pricey. But if you're into stones and they're calling you, go for what you know, boo. Alright, I'm out. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll see you later. Stay blessed. Peace.